In today's news, fully vaccinated visitors free to roam the destination after negative COVID-19 arrival test. ASPS holds Spirit Week 2021. Atu Trust holds Spring Grocery Giveaway. Lori Freeman appointed Deputy Director of Social Security Board, and Farmers and Fishers Week declared open. Also on the regional scene, we continue to look at the Hero CPL 2021 to be held in the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis. All this and so much more when 284 News returns. Welcome everybody. It's Wednesday, April 28, 2021. I'm Ron Grant coming to you live and direct from Tortola in the beautiful British Virgin Islands. You're watching 284 News. Before we get into our newscast, we're looking at some local summary items. House Speaker, the Honourable Julian Willock, is blasting Governor and UK Secretary of State for not assenting to bills. Some 10,234 persons have been vaccinated here in the British Virgin Islands with 4 active COVID-19 cases. Beginning on the local scene. Beginning May 15, 2021, fully vaccinated passengers arriving in the British Virgin Islands will be free to explore the destination after returning a negative arrival day 0 test result. This news was announced by Minister for Health and Social Development, the Honourable Carvin Malone, on Friday, April 23rd. The minister confirmed that fully vaccinated persons arriving from overseas will be required to take a PCR test within 5 days of vaccination and take a PCR test upon arrival, day 0. Once they receive a negative test result from that test, they will be free to enjoy their vacation throughout the territory of the Virgin Islands. Now, this means that they will not be required, or they will forgo, rather, the 4-day quarantine still required for arriving passengers that have not been fully vaccinated. Director of Tourism, Mr. Clive McCoy, in reacting to the news, said, and I quote, "This is great news and timely, as more guests are arriving fully vaccinated and many in our industry have stepped forward to take the vaccine in support of the economic rejuvenation. The territory," he says, "has already recorded for health and safety during the pandemic and have continued within this strategy of gradual reopening based on the international conditions and the local situation. Any progress in that direction really sets us well for the tourism and for the economy, and this is a very significant step. Now, under this updated protocol, a person is deemed to be fully vaccinated against COVID-19 2 weeks after they have received both doses of an approved 2-dose vaccine, such as the AstraZeneca vaccine, Moderna, or Pfizer vaccine, or a 1-shot single dose of the Johnson & Johnson. Meanwhile, the Ministry of Health here in the BVI continues to drive vaccine up to 70% for residents. And of course, a lot of different measures are being taken locally to encourage persons to get vaccinated. Continuing on, Deputy Premier and Minister for Education, Culture, Youth Affairs, Fisheries and Agriculture, Dr. the Honourable Natalio D. Wheatley, has declared Farmers and Fishers Week 2021 officially opened. Honourable Wheatley said, and I quote, "This year we celebrate farmers and fishers collectively as food producers with an emphasis on public awareness and education as we reflect on the accomplishments we have made, whether large or small." The week of celebrations commenced on April 25th and will conclude on May 1st under the theme Restore, Increase, Sustain, and Educate, or simply abbreviated as RISE. The public is invited to engage in a host of activities and events that celebrate local farmers and fishers, including daily radio quizzes and features on the Almanac on ZBVI, a digital publication that highlights the history and diversity of agriculture and fishers sectors, and highlights of work from different persons who are carried out in the school gardens across the territory. Activities already held thus far included the naming of the Fisherman's Dock in Bogus Bay and a live panel discussion held yesterday on the topic, The Future of Food Production, Can the Virgin Islands Rise to the Challenge?, which featured professionals within business community, education, and science backgrounds who are immersed daily in food production. The Agri-Fish on the Road video series, showcasing interviews with local farmers and fishers from different islands, will premiere today, Wednesday, April 28th, while a ceremony will be held at the Parakeeta Bay on Friday, April 30th, for the opening of the public animal pound, the dedication of the new tractor and animal trailers, as well as a dessert competition. Now, the Department of Agriculture and Fisheries will also host an open house to allow the community to tour its grounds and learn more about the department's work. The week of activities will culminate with a grand Farmers and Fishers Market Day open to the public on the grounds of the Parakeeta Bay on Saturday, May 1st from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. The public is, of course, invited to attend the event and purchase local produce and fish from farmers and fishers, fruit trees, local food, sweets, and drinks. Special highlights include a grease pig competition, petting zoo with various animals including zebras, a fish soup competition among local cooks, demonstrations on making fish pots, corning fish, cleaning and filleting fish, and really grafting and also layering. Now, the Department of Agriculture and Fisheries say they are committed to ensuring the sustainable production, harvesting, and supply of safe, high-quality food by regulating the agriculture and fisheries sector in the British Virgin Islands. And of course, food production is of major concern, particularly at these very trying times. Viewers, still ahead, Lori Freeman has been appointed Deputy Director of Social Security Board. Atu Trust holds Spring Grocery Giveaway, and the ASPS holds Spirit Week 2021. All this and so much more after a word from our sponsors. You're watching 284 News.
The wind.
What in the hell?
I'm freaking out.
Is about to speak.
It's always a pleasure coming to you live and direct from the
What's poppin'? What's really good?
Nevis has won it for the Lakers.
Gentlemen, aspiring gentlemen, and our partners that hold us down. It's season 2 of The Art of a Distinguished Gentleman, taking you on the most inspiring journey with the best and brightest distinguished gentlemen of the BVI. Raw, real-life lessons that translate to grounded, community-minded, well-rounded men like you've never seen them before. Governor Augustus J.U. Jaspert, Jovan Klein, Neil Klein, and so much more. Turning modern-day men into 21st century distinguished gentlemen with yours truly, Ron Grant, a 284 Media production.
Viewers, welcome back. Thanks for sticking with us. You're watching 284 News out of Tortola in the beautiful British Virgin Islands. Ms. Lori A. Freeman, the Chief Financial Officer of the Social Security Board, has been appointed Deputy Director of the Social Security Board. Freeman's appointment as Deputy Director took effect from December 31st, 2020 to June 30th, 2021, in the first instance with the option to extend the said appointment to December 31st, 2021, if considered appropriate. The post of Deputy Director became vacant after the appointment of Mrs. Jeanette Scatliff-Boyens to Director following the early retirement of longtime Director Miss Antoinette Skelton. The Ministry of Natural Resources, Labor and Immigration, the Minister, that is, Honorable Vincent Wheatley, has since moved a motion in the 8th sitting of the 3rd session of the 4th House of Assembly to approve the appointment by Cabinet. Atu General Trust Limited is a British Virgin Islands trust company which holds a Class 1 trust license and offers a comprehensive range of fiduciary and corporate management services. Atu has been successfully operating in the British Virgin Islands since 1995 and is a member of the Atu Group founded in 1929. Now, the company, being committed to excellence, for which they say is the cornerstone of their culture, held its first ever spring grocery giveaway this past Saturday, April 24th, from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. on the premises of the Skelton building where the company is located, to aid families in the community in need. The corporate partnership comes at a time when many persons in the territory are in need due to the economic impacts of the global pandemic that is COVID-19. We caught up with Human Resources Manager at ATU, Mrs. Chandra Turnbull, who shared a bit about the very successful event. Listen in.
I'm the Human Resources Manager at ATU General Trust, and had part of my portfolio is to manage our charitable giving. Typically, we do a lot of our charitable giving behind the scenes. It's just our normal mantra, even though we give lots of money, time, resources to the community, but this time we wanted to take it up a notch. And so on Saturday, April 24th, from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., we had our ATU Grocery Giveaway in the ground floor parking level of the Ellen Skelton building in the Road Reef. And this was our opportunity. We actually ended up feeding over 125 families. And with this grocery giveaway, each staff member, literally we had 100% participation from our staff, and each whether they referred a name of a family who is in need, or they helped set up packaging of the bags, or at the distribution table or welcome table, or in charge of food and feeding the families that arrived, or watching and face painting the kids in the bouncy house. Every single staff member was involved in this charitable giving initiative. We thought, even though we did gift baskets, and we did self-love baskets and grocery baskets for Christmas, we did about 40 baskets at that time, and gave them out and actually hand delivered them to staff. We wanted to take it up a notch because we understand that a lot of people are still out of work and struggling, and the pandemic has really impacted and affected their lives. And as a corporation, being in the BVI for over this year will be 26 years, instead of doing our annual dinner, which we would do typically in March, rather than doing that this year due to flight restrictions for COVID and things of that nature, and just keeping the staff safe, we said, well, what else can we do to gather our staff together, to allow them to have a good time? But more importantly, I think we should change and pivot our focus to make sure we're giving back to the community. So instead of doing a big, glamorous dinner that we would do, we decided to use those funds to give directly back to the BVI. And I'm really so happy that we did. The idea actually came from our church, my church, Cane Garden Bay Baptist Church. We started Blanche and Blanche Food Pantry, and some staff members saw, just like on Facebook, that we were giving out to the communities. And so they approached me to say, is that something that we can do here at ATU and kind of take it up a notch from what we did for Christmas? And I thought it was a wonderful idea. We put together a committee and had the blessing from the managing director, Dr. Christoph Gutman, who really was his idea to do something different rather than our director's dinner, and make sure that we do charitable giving. So we put the committee together, and overall it was an amazing experience. We hope that people were blessed. We hope that families can feel an additional sense of hope or inspiration, to know that even though that they're going through, there are always things and people in the background or organizations that are working for their good. So we're just so grateful that we were able to give back to the community. Again, over 125 families, and we hope that in the future, some people have even said, when is the next one? And other organizations have told us that they want to partner with us, and it hasn't even been a full 24 hours. So even though we're a corporation, I would say that we do feel blessed and we feel honored to serve the community. So Ron, Grant, and 284, thank you for this opportunity on behalf of all the amazing staff and management at ATU General Trust. Thank you for this opportunity to just share, a small impact that we're trying to make to the BVI community. At the end of the day, it's all BVI love. So with that said, hope you have a wonderful day too.
Viewers, that was the lovely Mrs. Chandra Turnbull, Human Resources Manager at ATU. Now, the company purchased food from One Mart Superstore, Divine Delights by MMT, and Frozen Imports. Staff members referred families and were registered. The ATU team also reached out to the Family Support Network and Social Development to aid families of those agencies. The families were treated as VIP and had ATU staff assist them with their shopping, as well as treated them to hot grilled food and cold beverages. The ATU Spring Grocery Giveaway is the first of its kind, with hopes of hosting another said event later on this year. ATU BVI was recently awarded the City Wealth International Financial Center Award as Leading Trustee 2012. The City Wealth magazine annually awards international financial centers in the field of trust market. The Althea Scatliff Primary School once again is holding its Spirit Week 2021, celebrating school spirit amongst faculty, students, and community members. The event began on Monday, April 26th and will conclude on Friday, April 30th. We caught up with Assistant Principal of the Althea Scatliff Primary School, Mr. Kayron Todman, who spoke about the week of activities while encouraging community members to support. Listen in.
On behalf of Althea Scatliff Primary School, we want to say Happy Striders Week to the entire Virgin Islands community as we celebrate and honor two of our past teachers this year, Miss Shemaine Bruley and Crystal Arterton. This week we have a week filled with activities as we commemorate our Striders Week. With our team being in mind, step aside as we celebrate Striders Pride. On Monday, we'll be having our General Assembly / balloon release ceremony in honor of our past teachers. On Tuesdays, we'll be having our Strider Pride, where we'll be showcasing our bulletin boards and our door competition to the school and to the public. On Tuesday also, we're encouraging our teachers to dress as students. On Wednesday, we have Paint the Town Pink. On this day, we're encouraging persons to think pink. We're doing everything pink. We're encouraging past students. We're encouraging teachers, supporters, past principals, wherever you may be in the world. We're encouraging you to wear pink to showcase your Striders Pride, to showcase your support of Althea Scatliff School. On Thursday, we'll be having a block dedication ceremony in honor of Miss Shemaine Bruley and Miss Crystal Arterton. We'll be renaming two of our blocks in the school in their honor. On Friday, we will be wrapping up our activities with a video collage whereby students in the school will be showcasing and displaying why they love Althea Scatliff School so much. Again, step aside as we celebrate our Striders Pride. Happy Striders Week to one and all.
Now, viewers, the activities are expected to build school spirit at the Althea Scatliff Primary School, something that the school has long been a mantra. Take a look at their very exciting events that began earlier this week.
And as for memorable, a delight to know. M is for memorable, a delight to know. S is for special and expand.
B is for beautiful, go to Sarah.
R is for resourceful, nothing is impossible.
E is for endearing, a lovable one.
W is for wise and wonderful me.
L is for laughter, like an angel song.
E is for excellency, your passion, your drive. Y is for young, also clever and bright. We miss you, Miss Bruley.
The very exciting Strider Nation over there, the Out There Skylift Primary School. We want to take this opportunity to commend the principal, faculty, and students for their continued success at the Out There Skylift Primary School, and of course in incorporating school spirit. Viewers, still ahead, Hero CPL 2021 to take place in St. Kitts and Nevis, and CDC issues new outdoor mask guidance for fully vaccinated persons. All this and so much more when 284 News returns.
Is business slow? Cash flow down? Hosting an upcoming event? We can help. Advertise with 284 Media and take your business or event to the next level by enhancing your present marketing and messaging strategies. Allow our team of experts to create a personalized ad that sets your business apart from all the rest. This could be your business or event. So, what are you waiting for? Contact our marketing team at 284media@cctbvi.com. Advertising with us works.
So you're saying I can ask this cat any question?
The cat is connected to the computer. You just type in the question, it will read his mind. There the answer comes.
You're the man! I've been looking for this for weeks.
Viewers, welcome back. Thanks for sticking with us. Over on the regional scene, the 2021 Hero Caribbean Premier League will take place in St. Kitts and Nevis in its entirety, with all 33 games being played in the Federation. The tournament will get underway on the 28th of August with a similar format of games that worked so successfully in 2020 and delivered a record audience of over 50 million viewers. Last year, the tournament was successfully staged in a biosecure bubble, and the Hero CPL operations team will again be working closely with the tournament's medical advisors, local agencies, and the St. Kitts and Nevis government to ensure the health and safety of all who are involved in the tournament, as well as the local population. The St. Kitts and Nevis has no COVID transmission and is one of the safest places, they say, to visit in the Caribbean. Warner Park in St. Kitts has been the scene of some of the most iconic matches in Hero CPL history, and this quick scoring ground will be an ideal venue for the tournament, and fans can expect explosive cricket. From Chris Gale's brilliant 100 against the Jamaica Talloways in 2019 to Andre Russell's even more explosive century against the Trinbago Knights Riders in 2016, Warner Park has held some classic individual performances. There have also been some of the amazing matches, not forgetting the least games that went to super over finish between the St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots and the Knight Riders in 2019. Hero CPL has provided outstanding exposure for the Caribbean, with each season bringing a huge positive economic impact and highlighting the region as one of the most visited tourism destinations. With the tournament set to take place in St. Kitts and Nevis in its entirety, the Federation can look forward to even more focus on what makes it one of the world's premier tourist destinations. This year's tournament takes an extra significance with it taking place in the lead-up to the ICC T20 World Cup, and West Indies and overseas players will be using this opportunity to push for selection for their international teams. Pete Russell, Heroes CPL COO, said, and I quote, "We are delighted to be able to announce that we will be having the Hero CPL in St. Kitts and Nevis in 2021, and we would like to thank those involved in welcoming the tournament to this wonderful country." As was demonstrated during the 2020 tournament, the CPL is a massive boost for the host country, with some US $51.5 million delivered in sponsorship value for Trinidad and Tobago. We are really looking forward to giving St. Kitts and Nevis the exposure they deserve. Now, Honorable John L. Powell, St. Kitts and Nevis's Minister for Education, Youth, Sports, and Culture, said, and I quote, "We are grateful and confident that the hosting of the Caribbean Premier League in St. Kitts and Nevis 2021 will stimulate much-needed economic activity, especially for small and medium-sized local businesses. As it relates to COVID-19, we will maintain our vigilance to ensure that our health protocols are not compromised, that the country remains protected from any serious spread of the coronavirus." He continued by saying it will most certainly help to revive the tourism sector that has been struggling for over a year under the weight of the deadly COVID-19 global pandemic. Therefore, the economic impact is forecasted to be significant. We know that cricket enthusiasts all across the Caribbean and the world will be tuning into this very magnificent event. Now, the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention on Tuesday issued new guidance and outdoor mask use for fully vaccinated Americans. Fully vaccinated people can now unmask at small outdoor gatherings, they say, or when dining outside with friends from multiple households. The CDC is telling unvaccinated people that they still need to wear a mask at such gatherings. They said if you are fully vaccinated and want to attend a small outdoor gathering with people who are vaccinated and unvaccinated, or dine at an outdoor restaurant with friends from multiple households, the science shows if you are vaccinated, you can do so safely on mask. CDC Director Dr. Rochelle Walensky said during a virtual White House briefing on Tuesday. But life, of course, will not return completely to normal for fully vaccinated persons. The Federal Health Agency says even if you've been vaccinated, you should avoid large indoor gatherings. The CDC did not define how many people would be in large gatherings, but the agency's website describes large gatherings and bringing together as many people from multiple households in a private or public space. For the fully vaccinated who do choose to attend a crowded outdoor event, such as a live performance, parade, or sporting event, wearing a mask is recommended. Generally, they say for vaccinated people, outdoor activities without a mask are safe. However, we do continue to recommend masking if crowded outdoor settings and venues, such as packed stadiums and concerts, where there is a decreased ability to maintain physical distance and where many of the unvaccinated people may be also present. Walensky added, saying we will continue to recommend this until widespread vaccination is achieved. The CDC advises both vaccinated and unvaccinated people to still wear a mask in indoor public spaces such as a mall, movie theater, or museum. CDC issued these new guidance for gathering outdoors for people unvaccinated for fully vaccinated in the U.S. New guidance also allows for people attending small outdoor activities, walking, running outdoor with members of your household to not wear a mask. People are considered fully vaccinated by the CDC 2 weeks after taking any one of the recommended vaccines. President of the United States, Joe Biden, used the new mask guidance from the CDC as an opportunity to continue to urge Americans to get vaccinated. The bottom line, he said, is clear. If you're vaccinated, you can do more things, more safely, both outdoors as well as indoors, Biden said during remarks at the White House on Tuesday afternoon. So he said, so for those who haven't gotten their vaccinations yet, especially if you're younger or thinking you don't need it, this is another great reason to get vaccinated. We're back to that place now as long as you get vaccinated. So get the shot. It's never been easier, he said. And once you're fully vaccinated, you can go without a mask when you're outside and away from crowds. Again, Walensky said on Tuesday that the CDC was motivated to update its guidance for fully vaccinated people after seeing a rise in the number of vaccinated people in the United States. Viewers, that is all the time we have. We thank you so much for tuning in. Again, bringing your daily news, both locally, regionally, and internationally. I'm Ron Grant. It's always a pleasure. Have a happy Wednesday, and do enjoy the rest of your day. Bye-bye.